I've been working with Chief Enlow, and he knows I'm passionate about training. That's all I've been researching, getting our officers into more training. Since December, I've been working with Texas State University and the Federal Bureau of Investigations. With many long conversations, emails, I'm proud to announce Georgetown Police Department is hosting an active shooter class this year, June the 6th and 7th. This will be free to all law enforcement. I have worked and spoke with Mr. Winterrod at the Georgetown Exempted Schools. They're going to allow us to use their facilities as the training grounds. This training will prepare our officers, God forbid, for any active type shooter incidents, such as engaging a threat and the mental mindset in dealing with these situations. I feel this is going to be very beneficial not only for our department. We've opened it up to other departments throughout the county, and we're welcoming everybody. It's free, doesn't cost us taxpayers a dime. It's paid through the COPS grant. So I'm just proud to announce that we will be hosting that this year.
What was the date again?
June 6th and 7th.
That's excellent. I'm glad to hear that you guys are working on that and have that coming together, because I think that's something that's definitely needed for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Any questions for Jesse? No? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We're moving right along tonight. So item 5 on your agenda is the general business. The first item there is the regular council meeting minutes from January 23rd. That's on page 2. Take a look at that. If there are any changes, let's discuss that. If not, we would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Councilmember Campbell has made a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilmember Thompson. Tara, roll call.
Councilmember Campbell.
Yes.
Councilmember Rain.
Yes.
Councilmember Mays.
Yes.
Councilmember Barnhart. Yes. Councilmember Baki.
Yes.
Councilmember Hunter.
Yes. All right, motion passes. Thank you. On page 5, you will also see the work session meeting minutes. That's from February 13th. Take a look at those. And again, if there are any questions, let's discuss. If not, I will entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve.
Councilmember Baki has properly made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilmember Barnhart. Tara, roll call.
Councilmember Huntelman.
Yes.
Councilmember Campbell.
Yes.
Councilmember Rain.
Yes.
Councilmember Mays.
Yes.
Councilmember Barnhart. Yes. Councilmember Baki.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Thank you. On page 8, you're going to find an ordinance there. Councilmember Campbell, can you please read that by title?
Sure. Ordinance vacating a portion of Third Alley and declaring an emergency.
All right, Joe, can you kind of give us a little more verbiage here?
Yes, so you may recall that about 2 months ago, it's been a little while, a resident came before us and asked us if we were willing to vacate another alley that is not being used by the village. He had indicated that residents had started to already kind of use the land, and he didn't know if we had any use for it, and if so, he had requested that we would vacate it. And when you vacate an alley, as you'll recall, for those of you that are new on council, the land is evenly divided up with all of the people that are along the portion being vacated. We've had prepared, Chris Renshaw prepared for us a plat that will vacate that and distribute that land. However, I think, and it's my recommendation, that rather than voting on this tonight, we should have a second reading on it and send notice to each of the 5 families that would be affected by that, so that if they have some objection to us vacating it, they could come in at the next meeting and express that. It may just be that they don't want the land, or maybe they do want the land and they want to let you know that. But since this was resident driven, I would suggest that what we do is have staff, and I have talked to Travis about this, and I know he's listening, that we will send a letter out to those affected residents and say, if you have any objection or would like to say anything about it, come in. Otherwise, council will act on this at the next regular business meeting. So if that's what your pleasure is, we can just treat this as a first reading tonight and then vote on it at the next meeting. And then if no one shows up, you can take action. If someone does show up, you can listen to what they have to say and make your decision. But we have the documents all prepared to do the vacation.
Where's Third Alley?
Yes, it's close to Missouri. It's in that portion of Georgetown. And I can show you exactly, actually. It is, you want to know, yeah. So it's the portion we're vacating, it's between Green Street and Main Street. That's where it is.
Behind Main Street, essentially, all those houses that run behind Main Street, behind John Moody Ealing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, back in there.
And it is in White's Addition, which is an area for Mr. Ring's benefit. At a prior meeting, I had mentioned that we've done several vacations in that White's Addition to Georgetown because there were many alleys that were back there that residents have asked us to vacate, and we vacated them. But I just think as a courtesy, given that only one of the 6 people affected did reach out to us, we should probably send a letter just, hey, guess what, we're doing this, be aware.
Yep.
Any questions? Or anyone see the need to make it a motion? If not, we'll look at it as a first reading tonight. All right, first reading. Okay, that concludes our general business on the agenda. So we're going to move right into roundtable, and I'm going to start on my left, and I'm going to start with Mr. Campbell.
I have nothing.
Ms. Hanselman?
Nothing.
Ms. Barnhart?
Nothing.
All right, looking down this side, Mr. Backy?
I don't have anything.
Mr. Mays? It's
I
going to be record time, you
I do
guys.
have a question.
Yes.
What did we find out on the tennis courts?
I was gonna read an update from Travis. I was just looking. Okay, let's see. All right, so this is an update from your administrator who was actually in some seminars this week in Columbus. So he wants you guys to know that that they were working on some pothole patching this week within town. So if you're hearing some complaints or if somebody has one that they need done that's, not been done yet, just let us know. They are working on the new playground, so it sounds like they've been digging on that to start installing the playground equipment. And then the installers were actually in town today, so I would assume that over the next couple weeks you'll probably see that coming to fruition. And then tennis courts. He had a resurfacing company in town yesterday to look at the courts, so we will get that back probably next week. He still wants to review the rededication document, Joe, which I saw that in email, so he's still looking into kind of how that was originally completed. And he wanted to make sure nothing's changed in that agreement. So essentially he's had somebody come out and look at it already. I'm assuming he's probably looking at getting some quotes, and then they're going to be looking at the document itself. So it's in process. Good question though. All right, and let's see, Chief, anything for the group?
Just Officer Price and Stewart, they both completed their field training and they're on their own now. And they're out doing a really good job so far. We've had a lot of good compliments on both of them since they've been out in this short period of time. That's all I got.
Absolutely, thank you. One other thing that I failed to bring up just a minute ago, we do have some legislation for a liquor license within the village, and this is from Dollar General. So they are looking to add to their store and sounds like bring in some additional items for resale. Having said that, when they apply for that and it's within the village limits, we have to review that, and if that's something that we do not want to happen as a council, then we can take action on this. If this is something that we are fine with allowing them to have, there is no action to be taken. Does that make sense? And if that makes sense, then it's open for discussion if that's something anybody wants to take action in. Otherwise, we will move on. All right, we will continue on. Outside of that, let's see, did I miss anyone? Joe, anything for the group?
No, other than I'll say the paving on Main Street looks really nice. I drove on it tonight and it was great.
Yes, definitely. All right, outside of that, I guess I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Councilmember Bakke's made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilmember Barnhart. All those in favor state so by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?